Team 5, hello. You guys are doing a great job in here again this week. A couple of things that I want to address. I think Brittany asked a question about the X and Y chromosomes. So to further explain this and some of the confusion about it, an X and a Y chromosome are the determining chromosomes for gender. That's why we call them the sex chromosomes. All of the other 22 pairs of chromosomes are what we call autosomes, meaning that they have no bearing on sexual differentiation. So an X chromosome, females have two, everybody has two sex chromosomes. Women have two X chromosomes, and men have an X and a Y chromosome. So when reproduction happens, the only possibility of a Y chromosome would have to be donated by the male sex chromosomal information. Does that make sense? So women can only donate an X, but that is determinant of male or female because, again, men's other sex chromosome is an X. So I hope that kind of helps to understand that a little bit clearer. The other thing, there's a lot of talk in your guys' discussion board about genetic counseling and that kind of information. And Morgan had a really good explanation and understanding about how her parents talked about genetic counseling in an understanding that those prenatal screenings, it's not necessarily genetic counseling, but the prenatal screenings that women go through to have the fetus tested for all of these different chromosomal or developmental abnormalities, a lot of people seem opposed to them on the surface because there's, and I don't know how this has become the conversation, but it's always tied to abortion somehow. And Morgan did a good job of explaining that that's not how her parents thought about it. Her parents thought, you know, it's really important to understand if there are any chromosomal abnormalities or any other developmental abnormalities so that her parents could be better equipped or better capable, more adept at dealing with any of those abnormalities instead of being presented with those abnormalities at birth with a newborn that now has special needs that you need to learn how to take care of. So just a sort of a mental preparation and an understanding of what the child needs would be, or the baby's needs would be, and what their childhood needs would be. For some people, you know, this means you know, they may need to purchase a different home that doesn't have stairs in it, so it would be accessible for wheelchairs. So there's lots of considerations that are not about terminating a pregnancy that are considered with these prenatal screenings. So thank you, Morgan, for bringing that up. But anyway, those are kind of the two things that I wanted to talk about to you guys. I'm also going to post a link for a couple, a story of a couple that talked about their genetic screening and the reasons why. It's really kind of an inspirational and really interesting story. It's only about 7 or 8 minutes long if you guys want to listen to it, or you can read the transcript. Thanks.